This week, we begin with a serious and urgent warning from church leaders in North America regarding Sunday law proposals and growing threats to religious liberty and freedom of conscience. Top story: Sunday law proposal raises serious religious liberty concerns. The North American division of the Seventh-day Adventist Church has issued a firm response to a proposal calling for a legally enforced uniform day of rest on Sunday in the United States. Church leaders warn that the proposal represents a direct threat to freedom of conscience and contradicts the First Amendment, which requires the government to remain neutral in matters of religion. The NAD emphasized that Adventists have opposed Sunday laws for more than 160 years, viewing them as efforts to compel religious observance, even when framed in secular or family values language. Leaders stressed that such measures would disproportionately affect faith communities that worship on other days, including Seventh-day Adventists and Orthodox Jews, and reaffirmed their commitment to stand firmly for religious liberty, human dignity, and constitutional protections.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Eden Naturals. Happy Preparation Day to those who are preparing for the Sabbath. Happy Sabbath to our friends who have already started observing the Sabbath. And welcome to Eden Naturals. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's another topic that we are looking about Sabbath keeping. And from the video that we've just heard, we've seen that the church has warned about forcing the day of worship, that is Sunday. And this is the Heritage Foundation. This foundation was founded in 1973, and from that time onward, it has been pushing policies to the government, and the government has paid a listening ear. And this is what they suggested in January 8th, 2026. It says, "Saving America by Saving the Family, a foundation for the next 250 years. So this is what they want to do. They want to save a family so that they can save the country of the United States of America. And we know that the family and the Sabbath, they are twin institutions. You cannot touch on the family without touching the worship, because whatever is happening in the community today, or in the society today, or in the church today, it starts from the family. It's a family that makes up the community. It is the family that makes up the church. It is the family that makes up the state. So when you're talking about issues concerning the family, of course, you're going to touch on religion of the family. So when you read the book is Adventist Home, page 340.4. It says, then marriage and the Sabbath had their origin, twin institutions for the glory of God in the benefit of humanity. So marriage and Sabbath, they are twin institutions. These twin institutions were there before the fall. Before sin entered the world, the Sabbath was there, so was marriage. Marriage was celebrated on the 6th day, and on the 7th day, it was the Sabbath of rest. This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Then God blessed the 7th day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which he had done," or which he had made. So the Bible says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And this is the very commandment that is being fought, because we know that whatever is true, the devil also has made a counterfeit. Just like there's a counterfeit marriage, there's also a counterfeit Sabbath. And when you look at what Heritage Foundation is suggesting, it is suggesting that they should save the family and they should bring up a day of worship so that people can rest from their labor and be with their families. So this is what the spirit of prophecy says, because all these things that we are seeing, these are just agitation. The real thing is coming. Sunday law is coming. We have to wake up from our sleep. It says, the time is not far distant when the test will come to every soul. The observance of the fourth Sabbath will be urged upon us.
To support this exciting renewal this morning, I'm pleased to announce that on May 17th, 2026, that we're inviting Americans from all across the country to come together on our national mall to pray to give thanks and we are going to do something that everyone said, like, that's tough. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God. You know, a lot of people.
So things are getting tough. The quotation continues to say that the contest will be between the commandments of God and the commandments of men. Which commandments are you going to follow? Are the commandments of man-made, the first Sabbath, which is Sunday, or is it the commandment of God in the fourth commandment, which says, remember the Sabbath day? This is where we are, friends. As you are seeing Trump, things are really moving so fast. Before you blink, something has happened. Before you blink, something has happened. We need to get ready. We need to ask God to help us, that we should be ready anytime, because things are really getting hard and they are getting thicker each and every passing day. The quotation continues to say, those who have yielded step by step to worldly demands and conformed to worldly customs will then yield to the powers that be rather than subject. So you're seeing those people have been yielding step by step to worldly demand and worldly custom. They won't see it a big issue to give up on the Sabbath. Are you going to be one of them? To subject themselves to delusion, insult, threats, imprisonment, even death. So right now, if there is no threatened, if you're not threatened, if there are no laws that have been put about the Sabbath, and yet we break the Sabbath freely, we can sleep until noon, or we can sleep in the afternoon, or we can go to church late, or we can just break the Sabbath freely. What will happen when the laws will be put in place? This is the last part of the quotation. It says, at that time the god will be separated from the dross. Many a star that we have admired for its brilliancy will go out in darkness. So we are seeing, friends, the agitation are on every side. We need to get ready and be prepared together with our families. May God bless you and keep you. Remember to keep the Sabbath day holy. Until next time, Maranatha.